my Ginnifer Goodwin inspired makeup tutorial. She doesn't have one specific look that she wears all of the time in Once Upon a Time or two events or appearances, but she does kind of have a pattern of different colors that she wears, of different styles of eyeliner that she uses. So I just kind of pulled the ones that I really like the looks that she does that I really enjoy. And I give the more peachy blush option. She also wears pinks, but this one is the more warm peachy look that she does, which I think will work better on a wider variety of skin tones. I plan on doing more tutorials from Once Upon a Time because it's one of my favorite shows right now. I don't like a lot of newer shows, but that show is one I always watch every week. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I think that it's a really beautiful look that anybody can pull off. I recommend a moisturizing type of foundation, or use a moisturizer with your foundation with this look. You want it to be glowy and kind of dewy looking because that's what her skin looks like in the show. So I'm going to use Between the Stars, which is my favorite for like the kind of creamy white, off-white looks. I really like using that. And of course that's from my Into the Labyrinth collection, but it is a permanent item. So just look under eyeshadows and it's there in my store. But I'm using the Real Techniques, what is this called? Base Shadow Brush. This is good at applying like an all over layer of color. Kind of applies it more softly, which is what we want. You want to get it a little bit into your contour because we're going to use that to blend out another color on top of. Just get a light layer of it. You don't want anything super heavy in this look. Just get it all over the lid and up into the crease a little bit. I'm going to use another Real Techniques brush, and this is their brow brush. It is a little thick for a brow brush, if you can see that. It works for my brows because my brows are thicker, but if you have thinner, more sparse brows, I don't know if this will be for you. Maybe just use it underneath the eye or as an eyeliner brush. I'm going to go in with Hemingway, which is my dark matte brown color. It still has a little bit of warmth in it, so it'll work with my hair coloring. But I'm going to go for that with this brow look anyway. I just think it'll give it a little bit more oomph, a little more drama, because she's all about her eyelashes and her eyebrows in her look. So she has hers pretty sculpted. There's an arch, but it's a softer arch. It's not like a really dramatic, sharp arch. So you want to keep it kind of rounded. And it does help if you have thicker brows for this look because that is what she naturally has. But if you have thinner brows, don't draw outside your natural shape. I don't think that looks good. You want to keep within the natural shape of your brows. And you want to just lightly pencil in some of this color. And hers come out to about here. So we'll try to replicate that. And of course just taper it lightly at the end. But yeah, we're doing a rounded brow. We're not going to do a really sharp arched brow, if that makes sense. So keep it rounded through the top. Her eyes, it's kind of hard to see what she has going on in her contour a lot of the times because her eyes are more rounded. Kind of like mine a little bit, where there isn't a lot of lid space. There's really, her eyes are all about like her eye shape and how beautiful and wide open they are. So it is kind of harder to see what's going on in her contour, but it looks like it's either, like in the show, it's either a kind of more pink kind of color or like a more taupey matte color. So it's nothing really dramatic or dark. So you could go either way in this look. I think I'm going to go with taupe just to keep this really neutral looking. I'm using Rivera from my neutral collection. Those are available in the mineral pigments at this point in time if you want to try them out. I'm just going to blend this taupe color lightly through my contour. I'm not going to do an outer V with this look or anything harsh. We're just doing a very light blending of that taupe color through the eye socket. For her eyeliner, she usually does a thick black winged out eyeliner, and I'm just using like a paintbrush I got from a craft store. It's an acrylic, it's a synthetic round artistic kind of brush. I use this, I use these kind of brushes for detail work and oil painting, but this is one I got specifically for makeup. They work really good for thin, tapered kind of a line. And I'm using my black eyeliner formula that I'm working on for my cat liners. It's a really black cream eyeliner. You can use whatever kind you want. But I'm just going to go through. I like to start at the center with these kind of looks. See if I can get up close so you guys can see this. I'm going to start off thin and then I'll make it thicker as I go. Because you can always add more to an eyeliner, it's hard to take away. So I always start with a thin line and just build from there. And we're going to wing that out slightly at the end. And bring it down just a tiny bit into the bottom part of the lashes. Just a little bit. We're not going to go in very far. And if you have oily lids, you can set your eyeliner with a little black eyeshadow. That really will help it stay all day. And I'm just using Urban Decay's It's Perversion, their 24/7 pencil. You can use whatever pencil eyeliner you want to use, just make sure it's really black. And we're not going to do our lower waterline, we're just doing our upper waterline. So just go through and darken that up. So we're going to go in with a volumizing mascara. I'm using the Urban Luxe mascara in waterproof black. It's a good volumizing mascara, and I find you can build it pretty well, which is what we're going to do for this look. Actually, let me curl my lashes for this. I don't usually curl my lashes because I'm lazy. I don't have any false eyelashes either, but if you did, this would be a good place to put them on. Just do not a super dramatic set, but like a full volumizing set. That would be good for this kind of a look. But I have pretty thick eyelashes, so I'll just work with what I got. And we're keeping this all on the upper eye because that's what she does in her looks. It's very wide open and beautiful looking. It makes her look a little more innocent. And I think because I do have such oily lids and I want this eyeliner to look a little bit more black, I am going to go on top of it with a black eyeshadow, and I'm just using Eiffel from my Neutral collection. It's my really dark matte black. And this will keep the line really crisp, which we want, and will help set it. So I don't know about you, but like whatever cream eyeliner I use, it doesn't matter the brand. My lids are so oily, they just don't stay all day. I know some of you have dry skin and eyelids, and you're really lucky when it comes to eye makeup because your stuff will stay all day. But yeah, that goes in and makes it a little darker and a little more crisp looking. Which is what we want. And like I said, she wings it out just a little bit at the end. She either wears like a pink colored makeup look or a more peachy kind of look. And I really want to use a peach blush for this. So I'm going to go in with Fire Dance, which is one of my permanent blush colors. I'm going in with the Cozzette Round Blush Brush. And she applies her blush lower on her cheeks, like right in here, since she has a rounder face shape, kind of like I do. And just kind of blend it into the lower part of the face and up. I'm going to go in with my favorite neutral lipstick, and it's Morgana's Scriptoria and Cocoa. And we're going to apply a little bit of this on the lips. Platinum Blonde for my line. I'm actually going to be making more of these because they were really popular with my Valentine's Day collection. So if you didn't get a hold of that, you will be able to shortly. I'm planning on making those this week. But I'm going to use this lightly on top. And I did intend this to be more of a layering lip gloss, not really to be worn on its own, because it is a more frosty, sheer kind of gloss. I think it works really good on top of lipsticks though, that you want to kind of brighten and add a little more gloss too. And if you see this on my head, I'm an idiot. I was getting ready for work and I bent over to like pick up my keys or my purse or something, and I hit this like shelf bookcase thing that we had. I just like whacked my head on it. So that's what this lovely mess is up in here. So I'm going to go in with this brush. I'm using the Bdellium Tools 940, which I got from Grace Cosmetic Couturier in a swap. I'm going to try that out for highlighting today. You just want to make sure whatever brush you use is more small, kind of like this, so you can get in right where you want it. And I'm going in with Little Rock highlighter from my permanent line. And as you can see there, it's like a pink highlighter with a little purple shimmer in it. And it's good for more, it's good for really dewy, cool toned kind of highlighting. And for a finishing touch, she does use a little bit of contouring on her face to thin her nose a little bit and to give her a little bit of cheekbone kind of thing going on, since she does have such a round face. So this is a good technique for those of you with rounder face shapes. But I'm going to go in with my Cozzette S140, which is the highlighting brush. It's really good for contouring too, since it's so tiny. We're going to go in right here on our nose. I don't like to go in really dramatic on the nose. You want it to still look normal. So kind of just stick right here on the bridge. Don't get too far out this way because it doesn't look as natural. I'm just using my Oak Bark contouring powder for this. Helps to slim the nose a little bit. And it's cool tone, so it works for her kind of a look as well. And this technique does help with rounder face shapes as well, to give you a little more definition. And the thing I like about the Oak Bark contouring powder is that it isn't completely matte, so it looks more like your actual skin, and it's very easy to blend. So if you're not that skilled at contouring, or you want to wear contouring during the day but you're kind of afraid to, this is a really good one to use. It's very light and natural looking. And then we'll just go over everything with a light dusting of our oil absorbing mineral veil. This will just kind of diffuse the light and make us look even more beautiful and glowy like she does. And this helps blend in any contouring or blush that you do. Kind of just gives it a more finished look, in my opinion anyway. But you still don't look powdery, so that's why I recommend this for a Ginnifer Goodwin look, because she still has a very glowy kind of complexion.